I remember Marjorie Taylor Greene specifically, the organizer said. I remember talking to probably close to a dozen other members at one point or another, or their staffs. Up, oh, there goes this conspiracy. I wonder if she has some space lasers.
Thank you to all of my wonderful patrons. And you can be a patron too. Just going to Crimson 60620 PS4 Gaming at Patreon. It'll help the channel, it'll help me out, and it'll help spread the word. Thank you.
Let's do this. This is gonna be fun. All right, so the Republican Party is fucking trash. I know. Strong fucking opening. But the Republican Party is fucking trash. And should we even call it the Republican Party now? Can we just call it Trumpism? Can we say Trumpism is fucking trash? And guess what? They're getting away with crimes up and including murder and treason. At some point, laws should not be just used to hold people with certain skin afflictions down, but they should be applied everywhere and to everyone. And if you're in government, your job is to support the government, not try to help overthrow the shit. Why am I bringing it up? Well, because of this. You're reading the title correctly. Exclusive. The January 6th protest organizers say they participated in dozens of planning meetings with members of Congress and White House staff. This is a Rolling Stone article, and it's also the other places are reporting as well. January 6th, a day which literally was one of the, how do I put it? Our democracy has been being torn and battered by a death of 1,000 cuts, and then some of them are big body blows that's been happening to people's faith in democracy. And that's all we really have. If you don't have faith in democracy, then it's fucking dead. And shit like this from members of Congress is a fucking problem. So let's get into the article. As a House investigation into the January 6 attacks heats up, some of the planners of the pro-Trump rallies that took place in Washington, D.C. have begun communicating with congressional investigators and sharing new information about what happened when the former president supporters stormed the U.S. Capitol. Two of these people have spoken to Rolling Stones extensively in recent weeks and detailed explosive allegations that multiple members of Congress were intimately involved in planning both Trump's efforts to overturn his Trump's election loss, and the January 6th events that turned violence. Rolling Stone separately confirmed a third person involved in the January 6th rally in D.C. has communicated with the committee. This is the first report that the committee is hearing major new allegations from political corroborating witnesses. While there have been prior indications that members of Congress were involved, this is the first account detailing that their purported role and its scope. The two sources claim they've interacted with members of Trump's team, including former White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows, who they describe as having had an opportunity to prevent the violence. Allegations. Yeah, allegations, right? Oh, no. Expecting the Democrats in government to really push this shit to make sure that the allegations are looked into. Expecting that? What? Have you actually watched the political going on in Washington D.C.'s? Like come on. We literally have. Look. They knew who were the Congress people who literally were giving tours to the people that came on January the 6th, before January the 6th. They know, they have video of people actually giving tours of the people that came the next day. They know. They've been new. It's been reporting since January the 6th happened. You would think if you didn't like the fucking country, you wouldn't work to be a leader of it. But no, these motherfuckers, and it's not even here. All of this so rich people can have more fucking money. This this cultivating of don't trust the government so corporations can have less regulations and more money. Yeah, no. You and I both are so worried about the political shifting again. Because it's fucking crazy. And the fucked up part about it is Biden and his allies in the Senate, and then the House is a little bit more, they have a little bit more power with the Justice Democrats and a lot of the progressives. But his allies in the Senate don't give a fuck about this. They still just want to suck corporations' penis. Yeah, I might not like the country. Heck, get the no. Fuck. The two sources, both of whom have been granted immunity due to the ongoing investigations, described participating in dozens of planning briefings ahead of the day when Trump supporters broke into the Capitol as his election loss to President Joe Biden was certified. I remember Marjorie Taylor Greene specifically, the organizer said. I remember talking to probably close to a dozen other members at one point or another, or their staffs. There goes this conspiracy. I wonder if she has some space lasers. For the sake of clarity, we would refer to one of the sources as a rally organizer and the other as a planner. Rolling Stone has confirmed that both sources were involved in organizing the main event aimed at objecting to the electoral certification, which took place at the White House eclipse. At the White House eclipse on January the 6th. I guess that's the stage where it was. Trump spoke at the rally and encouraged his supporters to march to the Capitol. Some members of the audience at the eclipse began walking the mile and a half to the Capitol as Trump gave his speech. The barricades were stormed minutes before the former president, concluded his remarks. He literally gave these motherfuckers marching orders, and they went like lemmings. all over the cliff. Along with Green, the two sources helped plan a series of demonstrations that took place in multiple states around the country in the weeks between the election and storming of the Capitol. According to the sources, multiple people associated with the March for Trump and Stop the Steal events that took place during this period communicated with members of Congress through this process. So, and I don't know if you guys actually remember this story, and I believe the story was in Idaho, where a representative, there was a protest outside, and a representative actually pushed the back door in to let the people storm their capital. Like, I don't get it. If you don't like the government, don't be a fucking part of the government. These people are just so fucking crazy that they're just so interested in making sure that they just tear down the shit as they fucking walking out with the cash. Because that's all this is about. It's about them getting money for their own personal benefits, so they become lobbyists, and so they can have a secure future in the fucking end. Now, here's the tea. Here's the fucking tea. Watch this. Along with Green, the conspiratorial pro-Trump Republican from Georgia who took her office earlier this year, the pair both say the members who participated in the conversations or had top staffers join include Paul Gosar of Arizona, Lauren Boebert of Colorado, Mel Brooks of Atlanta, Madison Cawthorn of the RNC, of North Carolina. My fault. Andy Biggs of Arizona, and Louis Gohmert of Texas. We will talk to Boebert's team, Cawthorn's team, Gosar's team, like back to back, says the organizer. That's fucking weird. Yeah, the usual crazies. And Gosar, who has been one of the most prominent defenders of the January 6th rioters, allegedly took things a step further. Both sources say he dangled the possibility of a blanket pardon in unrelated ongoing investigations to encourage them to plan the protest. I wonder why. This is a fucking wow. This is a fucking criminal organization. Like, what do they call it when too many people of color actually get together and they try to say that they planned this shit? This is not criminal organization. That's not the charge. Oh fuck. What do they call it when gang violence? This is fucking gang violence. That's all this is. Gang organization. Like, wow. Like, they should be. Every fucking congressman that took a call, that had conversations with all of these, should be kicked out of fucking Congress. This is bullshit. This is bullshit. And to actually offered a blanket pardon? Wow. Why isn't this getting more coverage? Why isn't this getting more play? It's because, oh no, the liberal news media doesn't want to pick on fucking Republicans. This is bullshit. This is bullshit. Our impression was that it was a done deal, the organizer says, that he'd spoken to the president about it in the Oval Office, a meeting about pardons, and that our names came up. That we were working on submitting the paperwork and getting the members of the House Freedom Caucus to sign on as a show of support. No, you don't need to pardon somebody who hasn't committed a crime. And this is how far that these people are going. This is how far the organizers claim that the pair received several assurances about a blanket pardon from Gosher. Just like Donald Trump says, I'm going to march down there with you, and then turn the fuck around and laughed as the fucking lemons went to go march on the Capitol. This is just fucking unbelievable. This is fucking unbelievable. And the fact is, this shit, Joe Biden should be fucking preaching all of this shit every fucking day. Look at the Rolling Stone article. Look at what's going on. Look at how all of these members of Congress are defending this shit. This shit should be on the fucking front page of the fucking news. Every news story and article should be about this shit. Why? Because I'll tell you what. There was person by the name of McCarthy. And just by the fucking suspicion that you may be a communist, he dragged you in front of fucking Congress. The problem is, this shit is going to fucking destroy not only just an American country and the faith in an American fucking electoral system, but it's going to start fucking destroying the world reserve currency. And guess what it is? These motherfucking donors need to get their fucking crazy people in fucking check. They need to get their fucking people in check. Because in the end, this is going to start fucking with their money. This is going to start. And I get it, when corporations meet fascism, they love the shit. But until the fascist dictator takes you down a fucking road where you start losing money because, they do some shit like destroy the country. Anyway. Guys, if you haven't done so already, please like the stream. I try to do this every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at about 7:30 to 8 o'clock Central Standard Time. And if you're watching the stream, stick around. But as right now, if you're watching this later on playback, hit that follow, subscribe, all that other good shit. And we're going to end the segment here.
If I gave myself the power